That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. It's bad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke for way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Yeah.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Redskins. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, let's go! What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on 3rd down, Knight. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun, Knight. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He finds Riddick complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hut.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Completion to Riddick. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at that. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. first down. Knight. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Knight. Going deep here for Taylor. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Operating from the gun. Knight. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
To throw on 3rd down. Knight. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll run it here. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. 55. Line 55. Hey, eat.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action. It's Jackson. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Knight. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Knight. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A final shot before break. Knight steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Wide, get wide!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And oh, he spins past him and into space. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio!
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And going deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Knight. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on second down. Knight, throw left side, complete. That's Sutton. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on second down. Knight escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Knight. Flushed out right. He is going to find Hill here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tyreek Hill, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Knight. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard! Switch! Check three.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
No. Check. Patriot!
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
They go play action with Jackson. He gets it left side to Johnson. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll run it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Throwing on 1st down. Knight flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they run with Hill. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Knight. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing again. Knight. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Everyone's got four down. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson from the shotgun. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 7. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided good measure.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. Spins by. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Jackson. He may try and run for this. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain